Okay, so I was gonna try to make this smoothie. So I was gonna do chia seeds, and you're supposed to let them sit and soak for a while. So I did let them sit overnight. I used some of this almond milk. This one's unsweetened vanilla. So I added some of that with these chia seeds, 1 scoop. So they've been sitting so they could do their soaking situation. So now I'm gonna add some spinach. I had cleaned it last night and just put it in this bag. Now typically, if I'm gonna eat it with a salad, I take the stems off. I can't stand the stems, but I think for this time I'm gonna try to, once I mix it in here, see if it'll like chop them enough to where I can't tell. I don't know. We're gonna find out. So I'm gonna add some of those now. Really don't like those stems. I don't know what it is. They just some people. Or actually, or what I'm trying to say is typically I see people just leave them on there. I just hate them so much. But it does take a lot of time to get all of them off. So this is kind of just my way of getting something a bit healthier in. So I think that'll do enough. Okay, so I'm gonna add some cinnamon. It's supposed to be organic. Is that true? I don't know. I kind of doubt it. But I'm gonna add some. It's supposed to have some good benefits. Now, I've tried it before. I do have to be a bit careful because sometimes it can upset the stomach, but I'm gonna just throw some in there. Okay, I'm just gonna say that's enough. So I don't have a banana or anything that would be good fruit-wise to add. I don't think the oranges would be good in it. So I'm just gonna add just a little tiny bit in my creamer just to make this a little bit more easier to drink. So now I'm going to add the rest with water and mix it up. Okay, and the chia seeds were sticking to the bottom, so I had to stir those to get those moving. I haven't tasted it yet, but smell-wise, it doesn't smell bad. It smells kind of sweet because of the creamer. Now, I've been trying to do chia seeds sometimes. I can't tell anything is happening, so I don't know. But this is kind of gonna, typically I just eat them with after they've set for a bit. But this time I'm just gonna try to drink it since I was gonna do the spinach anyway. I figured that would be a good way to get it in there. Okay, so I'm gonna taste it and let you know. Okay, I can tolerate it. It could be worse. So we're good. So really the better things we got in here is the spinach, chia seeds, and the cinnamon. Now, if you wanted to do protein powder or anything like that, of course, I'm not going to do that. Or if you wanted fruit or something. Or collagen. I've been trying to do that too, but I've been doing that with some green tea instead. And honestly, I can't tell the collagen's doing anything either. As far as the green tea, I don't know. The only thing I can say, so I just make it myself. I just use the little packs. Is that I haven't gotten a cold, so that's really good because typically I would have. Don't know if it's because of that or a coincidence. So yeah, I'm gonna go finish the smoothie. Okay, so I'm prepping some nails again. Got the peel off base on. Gonna be playing with these plates. So right now I'm working with my lighter blue tone to kind of get my sky going at the top portion. I'm using my sponge, tapping it on. So I'm fixing to do this one, and then I'll show you my next color after that. Okay, so this theme is going to be a beach theme. So I want the lighter blue portion to be like the sky, and then I'm going to go into a medium toned blue, also with the sponge in the middle area for the water effect. But only just a little bit because I need on most of them to have like mostly like a beach color tone because of the images I'm going to be placing. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. Okay, and if I need to, you know, kind of play with the colors later, I can still do so. This just gives me something to start with. So now I'm going to go in with a tan color because we're doing a beach theme instead of adding like greenery. For this, I want it to have like a sand color. So I'm going to do this one and I'll show you that. Okay, so for now, I'm just going to leave them like this because if I do end up needing to kind of play with the color tones a little bit, I'll still be able to. So I'm not going to add any kind of top coat yet because I'm not going to be able to do the nails immediately. They're going to have to sit for a bit until I can get to them. So this at least gets me a starting point. So once I get into the nails, then I will show you the rest. Okay, so we got those nails completed. So that video is up now. Got all my stuff still sitting out. So I gotta put that away. Hey friends. Okay, so update is I did come to the park and I've already done my exercise. I did my walking and I went ahead and did some jogging too. So I was really proud and excited that I was able to do that again. Of course, I'll just play that by ear as to how I feel. So I didn't bring you along this time until right now, just because I knew I was going to be quiet and boring today, because, I don't know, still tired and, I don't know, I guess I was just in a quiet mood, but also just continuously working through my thoughts and things like that. So I decided today to just put some music on this time and do my thing, and but I did want to let you know what's going on. So also, I was trying to throw this mushroom and I thought I had my audio on and I didn't. So basically it just looked like a little fairy mushroom, that's all. I was like, oh, it's a little fairy house. So I had to show you because it was like just the perfect shape of one and everything. Thought it was so cute. I know that's kind of weird, but whatever. So it's very hot and muggy today. So I'm very hot and tired. So I am done. I'm just going to make my way back to the car and head back to the house. Okay, I'm going to have my little tangent of the day here, which I mentioned before, but I wonder why people don't smile. I smile whenever, even in the worst of my times, whether I'm sad or angry or anything I'm feeling, I always smile. It's just a way to show kindness. And I'll come across even the same one multiple times. They just won't smile. I'll smile. I'm still going to smile because that's just who I am, but I don't know. It doesn't take much to smile. Anyway, you never know when it may make somebody happy. Like your sis here. It makes me happy. I love when people smile at me. Because then when they don't, I'm like, oh, what's wrong with me? They don't like me. Why don't they like me? And they don't even know me. So I just get in my head with it. But I understand not everybody is the same. But I do wish everybody would smile and be kind. Kindness means a lot, and it goes really far. At least with me it does. Because I tell you what, people I've met through my life, even like a cashier, I'll remember you forever. From one little act of kindness, I'll remember you. And then, if you are a cashier, I'd be like, definitely go back to you because I'll remember that kindness, and then I'll continue to go there. I mean, maybe people don't want people to come to them, but I think it says a lot about your character when people do want to continuously, you know, go to you. Okay, friends, so tonight's meal is a pork loin. It was like an apple bacon smokewood flavor, and some scalloped potatoes. And I do like mine saucy, as you can tell, so that's what I'm having tonight. Okay, friends, so today I'm going to be working on some mermaid nails. So I'm trying to get my base color down for like the ocean color. I'm going to be working with that plate right there, which is from Black Cat Stamping. I've got some colors picked out. So I figured I would show you what I'm doing on the nails. So I'm using the two stampers. I'm going to use the darker blue I have and the lighter blue I have, and I'm mixing them on the stamper. Let me see if I can do it one-handed. And this one was just some extra that was already still on the stamper. So I just went ahead and added it to that one. Let me take this one off. Probably do that one next. And they look a bit darker on camera than they actually are in person. So I'm just swapping on there. Since this is the thumbnail, I'm gonna put more around it. This one is low, so I do have a backup because I do like this tone of blue. I'm just throwing some on there. And then with the other stamper, I've been kind of doing like that kind of situation. Okay, so it's like this right now, and then I'm going to plop it down on the nail, but I am going to have to pause to do so, and I'll show you after. Okay, and then I'm taking any extra and placing it over the bare spaces that didn't get any. Oh, sorry guys, that is hard to do one-handed. I don't have my stand, I mean I have one, but the way I'd have to place it I don't think will show up good either. Okay, hold on. Okay, so there it is. And then for this one, I'm going to use what I have. Oh, if I quit knocking them over, use what I have left on here to fill that one in. Okay, and then if there's anything you want lighter or darker, you can go through playing with the different color variations. So now, just to kind of like, I guess blend it better, I'm going to go in with my clear coat to do so. And make sure you have some acetone in a little thing for yourself, because the colors, if they mix, they will end up getting on the brush, so you want to clean your brush off. Dabble on the napkin before you put it back in the bottle. Okay, and you may not can tell good on camera, but I've done these two, but not this one. So to me, it just kind of blends it. And as you can see, it is getting on my brush, so I have been having to clean it off. Okay, so I've got those done, and I'm gonna let them sit for a bit. Okay, friends, so I've been trying to do these nails for like 5 days. Life has just been happening and trying to get things taken care of. Had one of the appointments earlier today, and I tried to get the video done. Something happened with the video, so now I've had to redo the whole thing. So this is new compared to the one I originally recorded, but they're basically the same. I tried to lighten them up just a little bit, so I've got to get these finished and uploaded, because everybody's gonna be wondering where the heck I've been. But yeah, I'm exhausted, guys, so hopefully tomorrow I'll feel up to getting them done and everything will work out. Okay, so I've still been doing the smoothie situation, doing the same things. A little bit of almond milk, some chia seed, some cinnamon, and a little bit of the creamer, trying to lessen the amount I've been used the first time on that, and then the spinach. So I've got it all in there. So I still hate the stems. I do feel like I can tolerate it because of the creamer and the cinnamon, but I can taste a little bit of a green flavor, but not bad. Again, I can tolerate it. And so now I'm going to fill all the rest up with water and mix it in my blender. And I like these smaller ones. They just make it so much easier. Okay, so this is how it looks after it gets mixed up. And I try to extra mix it so that it does break up the stems. If you didn't watch the other vlog, basically I hate the stems. And I typically would just tear them off, but it takes too much time. So I'm just trying to let those blend as well. And I'm glad I got 2 bags because I'm kind of going through this one fast. So I may start having to put those in the freezer. But also, as far as the cinnamon, supposedly, now I can't remember all the things, but one of the things was like anti-inflammatory, things like that. I can use some of that. So, I mean, here's to trying. We'll see how it works. Okay, so I tasted it with the lesser amount of the creamer. Again, if you missed the other one, the creamer is to help me drink it because otherwise it would not taste good, to be honest. So with less of it, obviously it's just not as sweet, but I can still tolerate it. So basically, the chia seeds are supposed to be good for you. Again, I don't know if any of this is even really true or not. Also, I believe, don't quote me guys, but I think they have fiber and I'm supposed to get regular fiber in my diet because I deal with IBS. The cinnamon, like I said, supposedly anti-inflammatory. This is just for my flavor. This is just to make it, I don't know, just maybe a little bit more flavor and a little bit more creamy. And then this is, you know, of course, spinach should be healthy, so we'll see. So we're back. Came to the water one. I guess I just kind of prefer this one most of the time. Also, I need to start lifting my little 5-pound weights because I know, like, as we get older, we really start losing muscle, which I don't have much to begin with. But I did it a couple times and then I stopped. I guess I don't have the drive for it that I need to have to make myself keep doing that. I didn't do anything yesterday walking wise because I was sore yesterday. It caught up to me. I'm still a little bit, I guess you could say, but I know I'm going to be busy tomorrow, so I doubt that I'll get to the next couple days. So I told myself, you better go ahead and get it in. So that's what I'm trying to do. Had to stop and get gas before I come, just so I'll, I hate getting stuck in a moment where I'm like, I have to go do something, and I'm like, oh no, I gotta go get gas, I forgot, you know what I mean? Because I got my daughter's, one of her appointments coming up, so got that tended to, and I'm like, gosh, I need to get my car washed. I don't even know, this stuff just gets on there, and I don't even know how, and it does not last when I wash it. Also, I wash it myself instead of taking it, just because I don't want it to get scratches on it. But also, it's so hot and the mosquitoes have been so bad. I don't really want to, but I know I need to. Where's our duck friends? Right there. Look. So my plan is to get to my nails tonight. I do, anytime I say that, I end up not getting to them typically until the next day, but I need to tonight, or I probably won't get to tomorrow. So that's on my agenda. Okay, so I was doing the jog thing, and oh my gosh, it hurt even more today than it did at the beginning. So please, send me some good juju for that journey. I was hoping doing the, having those smoothies into my diet would help give me some energy. But no luck with that so far. I have been overall
I guess, for the most part, doing better with my late night snacking, because, I don't know, something about later in the day, that's when I like to have things, especially bad things. So try to do better on that. And if I did have something not so great, it just wasn't as much, so I can still get that craving out. But still waiting on that energy. But I've always had low energy, so I don't know if that's possible. Now, try to little bit of a pre-workout, because I don't want to get those itchies or anything that people talk about. And it might have helped just a little bit, which is, for me, that's a good deal. But actual real energy, nope. What is that? I don't know. Tell me what it's like, please. Honestly, I think anymore in these days, more and more people's tired. Just all the expectations and things we do. So in a way, no wonder we are, that we are tired. Look how pretty. It's pink.